Hello, Capricorn. Welcome back to Peony Lore, where we help you to find the beauty in all things. This is going to serve for all sun, moon, and rising sign of Capricorn for the entire month of August. And as we always do, we're going to start off with the sacred geometry cards, and I will read to you the mantra and the crystal suggestions for what's going on. Oh, you have 3. My bad. So I bet you we have a placement, begin, middle, and ending placement of Capricorn. So that means whether you were born at the first part of the Capricorn sign, the middle part of Capricorn sign, and the ending part of the Capricorn sign, you have a little bit of a different message, which is okay. The first one that we have for you very beginning Capricorns, right, is the energy of Metatron's cube. And I like this because what this does, okay, Metatron's cube is one of the master designs for bringing things into place, for blessings, all of those different types of things. It is all of the symbols inside of all of the symbols, and it connects all of the different things that needs to be done. It connects you to the all through Metatron, and it also helps to open information from the Akashic records. Okay, so we're going to put this one there. It looks like we're going to be reading a little bit. The second one that we have for you middle Capricorns is the energy of expansion, which is good. So we are talking about making sure that you understand that there is continuity in the things that are taking place in your world. Okay, so we're looking at an Ammonite here. So we'll read, if you happen to have an Ammonite, I have a little teeny tiny one. I've seen like really ginormous ones, but the energy of that ancient medicine that comes from the sea is something that could be very supportive for you. You should be able to find them very easily in many metaphysical shops around you. And if you are a late Capricorn, the universe is saying that the end of your struggles are over. You have to let us help you take care of this. You've got to release whatever this last bit of baggage is that you've got going on. You've got to release it to us because we have a better plan maybe than you do. So release, resistance, and control. So those are the 3 items that we have for Capricorn. You guys are the only sign that had it broken down into that pattern, and I know exactly what it is as they were sharing it with me. So let's first go into Metatron's cube for you beginning Capricorns, and let's go ahead and take a look at this. Let me verify. Yeah. That's going to be a lot about balance. I can tell you that. I don't have my old lady glasses on. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Yep, here we go. All right. So, Metatron's cube. And of course, if you guys are feeling more comfortable or more inclined for something else, then do what your spirit tells you. This is just how they told me to break it down. Okay, so here's the mantra. You probably have to play this back and write it down or use it as a recording or something like that for your mantra. But every cell within my body has now awakened to the sacred geometry that has lain dormant within me. I can access the Akashic records of ancient civilization that will serve you. Every cell within my body has now awakened to the sacred geometry that has lain dormant within me. I can access the Akashic records of ancient civilizations. One more time to activate. Every cell within my body has now awakened to the sacred geometry that has lain dormant within me. I can access the Akashic records of ancient civilizations. Okay, so this is the fruit of life, divine masculine, feminine. That's so many beautiful things that are involved in this particular card. So a lot of wisdom, and so calling on Archangel Metatron is always a good thing. Okay. Now, if you use this card to, or you have this particular shape to create a grid for yourself, you don't have to, but you can lay this image on yourself. There's different ways for you to do it. You can take a screenshot of this if you'd like to, but if you grid and you put your crystals on this to give it even more oomph, then what they're suggesting is any of the platonic solids. Okay, the platonic solid set are representations of earth, air, fire, and water, and they're different and natural forms. You can also use a crystal Merkaba. You can also use Danbarite. And you can also use morganite. So I have damberite sitting right here. It's not selenite. It's very smooth, but it does have, this is not going to show up very well at all due to the lighting that's in here. But damberite is one of the Synergy 12 stones. It's very powerful. It helps you open you up. This one I love because it's so full of rainbows. But it's very smooth, but it has the striations that gypsum does, just so that you know. If you didn't know, then that's one of the different ways. I'm not giving one a nice time. Google it. Image, damberite. Very powerful stone. Now let's go into the expansion of the Ammonite energy that we have here. Okay? So the Ammonite energy that we're talking about, obviously we're talking about the fossil itself. Showerite, if you have it, and or chrysanthemum stone, and it's really cool. The chrysanthemum stone, you can Google image what that one looks like. It's a dark colored stone, and it actually is a natural shape of a flower. Almost looks like a daisy. It grew that way. Nature grew it that way. Just Google it. So those are the stones that would support you with this image here. And the mantra that goes with it is that I evolve and expand in consciousness. The universe and I are one. Okay? So what this is talking about is a lot of patterns being repeated, not only within the universe, but within yourself. And when you use that mantra and you use the support of either this image and or can get your hands on an ammonite or any of the other crystals that I mentioned, it really does help to connect you, okay, into the higher echelons. Now we already know that we're going to be talking about releasing to the universe anything that no longer serves you here with this image, but let me go ahead and get into what we're talking about with the surrender card. Basically, the mantra is super tiny. I surrender and I trust. Period. I surrender and I trust. So the hypercube is what we're talking about. This is fourth density geometry here. Hypercube. Okay. Now, the stones that you're going to hold for support with this one is boji stones, selenite, tiger eye, and mangano calcite, one of my favorite. All calcites are healing to the physical bones and structure of your body. But what we're talking about is asking your angels and your guides for help. Because there's a situation which is blocking you a little bit. And the more you focus on it, the more it like brings you down and spirals you. When you can get into any of these energies and understand that all you have to do is release it. Let go, let God. Let go, let the angels, you guys like, scrub a dub and take it away. That is what the universe wants you to be able to focus on. Again, beginning Capricorns, middle Capricorns, ending Capricorns, depending upon when you were born. When I've done my readings in different styles, I would break it up into some of those different patterns, but that's not the style that we talked about, universe, for this reading. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull the unifying energies that have afflicted some of the past energy up until now. What's affected, afflicted our Capricorns, which will lead a little bit more into how I can support the reading for what's going on in August. Okay, Capricorn, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse position, followed by the Two of Wands in the reverse position. So that is definitely a slowdown in energy with the decision being made. Then we have the Four of Swords. So after I made this decision, I had to go and take a knee, take a rest. Okay? There's Capricorn. There's the Devil card. There you are. You lost faith in a situation, it looks like, a little bit. You were not in your natural element. And even though you were trying to... it looks as though you had some issues trying to connect. We do have the Moon in the reverse position. And what it is that you had to struggle with was, how do I get to this next thing that I'm looking for? So not uncommon in one sense from what other signs have had to go through this year, up until this point, even as of recently. But what I can say, which is going on with you, is a lot of resources. Like yours, more so than anybody else's, is money to me. I feel just money everywhere. You're trying to let go of something that you couldn't. The information came to you, or has come to you in certain different ways. trying to bring forth this Ace of Coins. Okay, so what the universe is saying is, give the rest of what's stuck to us, will help you. Let's go back and let's expand on this Ace of Coins, which is in your past. That is new financial stability or new resources that are coming to you. And then let's go ahead and do some more connection within Metatron's cube so that you can expand that even more. So let's put a little more good mojo on what that is for you. Before I even go there, they said start with a numerology card. So this is for all Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what we have here. We have 2. Yep. Well, the first thing that they're saying is, in order for us to move forward, we have to take a step back and we have to take a time out. Okay, let's just reevaluate like where we're at, which is why we're telling you what is going to be supportive for you here. These are going to get covered up, but it is what it is. The other thing that they're saying is patience is needed. Now, Capricorn was in the reverse position in the past up until now, which tells me that you guys were, again, not in your elements, where you have to foster a little bit of patience, especially when the universe is trying to support you with something, because you are at the end of an old cycle. They're just trying to show you step by step what you need to do in order to move forward. Let's go ahead. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for the month of August. First card out, the Moon in reverse. Okay, so that's the energy that you're still in. You're in the energy of trying to understand where it is that you want to be with the information that you have received. Okay, let's see. Second house energy. I said the Moon, but that's actually the star. I apologize. I wanted to go ahead and clarify that right away. Something that you want, but what you don't understand is that there's other details that need to come out quite yet. So this is where the universe is saying, with regards to your resources, your time, your energy spent, whether it's physical dollars or emotionally spent, you need to go chill out. This is the ultimate timeout card right here. The Hangman, the energy of death to the ego. Let's get down to the emotional situation. Let's get our collective poop in a group. And in order for you to do that, you have to commune with us, Spirit, and let us show you how to make this happen. Yup. So that we can avoid a disaster. So the universe is saying that good judgment at some point is coming in if you will listen to Spirit, because when we have the energy of the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse position mixed with this energy of justice, usually it means that we're avoiding a disaster. Okay, that's a significant warning card, but it looks as though we've dodged a bullet here, as long as you're listening to Spirit. Okay, let's see what we have in the 4th placement. I'm going to reshuffle that. If it's meant to come back out, it will. Just want to make sure. Thank you. What we have in the 4th house is the energy of the King of Coins. So that is the stability. I knew this was about dollars and cents. This is not being stable in your home. And the reason we're not stable, I really do feel, has a lot to do with resources. 5th house energy. Not having enough information about the resources. So the Ace of Swords comes in to provide clarity about something that you didn't have information on. And it is about growth, and it is about moving forward with the energy that you have. But we're talking about resources being smack dab here in the middle. Page of Wands. Well, how am I going to get this done? Well, first I have to decide that I'm going to do it. And then I will be shown by the universe how to get from step 1 to step 2 to step 3. There it is. Yep. Let's get to the 10th house. We do have the Page of Wands coming in the next space here. And that is your future energy. Those are your future resources. So there is a restoration that's coming for you, Capricorn. There's a new sense of let's get this done. There's a sense of moving forward. I knew it. All right, I was going to come out. Here it is. We have 3 cards for the energy of the 10th house. So there is this energy, this Page of Wands, which will transition into more of the Knight of Wands. I've got to develop this a little bit more before I can share the concept with somebody else. That's okay. But if the universe is telling you to surrender, we're going to show you maybe a little bit different way. That's where the energy of the Empress and the High Priestess comes in here. Okay, this is divine feminine energy. This is that moon energy again. The Empress is shining the light on what the High Priestess is trying to show you as far as the creativity is being brought into this whole situation. But because this is in the relationship house, I would be remiss if I didn't say that there is a potential for some of you guys to be expanding your family here in the month of August, or at least getting that figured out. So that is what you have as a subconscious thought process. What you don't know is that there is an expansion coming. The universe is working on it. So this is the Three of Cups. This is an addition to your already Two of Cups. Okay, so this is an extension, an expansion of your family. And what this is leading to is comfort. But the universe doesn't want you to be stagnant. There is comfort coming, but they don't want you to be stagnant, okay? So that is already in play. You're going to cut out that potential stagnancy with this 10 of Swords in the reverse position. So whatever was old, it really does have to go. So someone's getting ready to expand here. I'm just saying congratulations right now, because that's not going to apply to everyone, but it will apply to some people here. You didn't have enough information. Now you have the information, and now you realize, and now this makes sense, about dodging a bullet by understanding that there's something else that's more meaningful, or more. There's more there that needs to be extended based upon what you didn't feel you had going on at one point. Now, the 10th house, the outcome, you have one card for every single one of these positions here. I'm just going to move these down, and I'm going to remind you. Early Capricorns, Two of Cups expands into the Three of Cups. So your happiness is involving some patience so that we can cook some things up here. Okay? And that's talking about more connection with spirit as we have here. Second, midline Capricorns, we are talking about the energy of the Hierophant and the Lovers. We are talking about commitment. So even if your personal family isn't expanding, you and your lover could be making some final commitments towards each other, which is a very beautiful thing. And your last stage, Capricorns, you finally made a decision about what is instable or unstable with this Four of Wands in a reverse position, and you're allowing the universe to take that fifth, I was going to say fifth wheel, but that fifth wand and help reduce your stress. That is a very extremely awesome sauce reading. I am going to pull an additional card that I haven't pulled for anybody else. Let me just see here. I very specifically asked about the pregnancy, and I got yes, in the near future. Congratulations. All right, let us move forward and let's see what we have here for some of the better moments for our Capricorns here in August 2022. If you know your natal chart, your birth chart, this will be very supportive. If you don't, that's okay. We'll do our best here. But of course, those are easily ascertained here. All right, so the issue that has come up, they want to talk about the older stuff that you're still working yourself through very specifically, is where Black Moon Lilith sits in your chart. All the energy of mystery. This is the energy of the High Priestess. Ta-da! Okay, so it has yet to come to pass. It also is the energy of 12, reducing down to 3, which is the Empress. Ta-da! Double whammy on that one. And then the other energy that we have here is find out where you have Virgo or Virgo placements in your chart where you overthink things. That's where they want you to do some releasing, okay? Take a look at where that is in your chart. That will be supportive. And then the final card we have for our Capricorns is an angel card. Well, let's see what we have here. Ooh, inner power, the divine masculine power. This is Shiva. So, Divine Father, thank you for co-creating my world with me. It's a thanks. This is a beautiful energy. Now, you can't, well, maybe you can. The sacred geometry that is behind Shiva is the Shri Yantra. And this is supportive when it comes to finances as well. So, Divine Father energy. Yeah. The star. Even though it's in the reverse position, it is talking about understanding what it is that you would like to be able to have long-term goals coming towards you. As soon as you get more information, cutting out the ego as best as you possibly can, working with spirit. There's some things that need to change. Dodging some major bullets here in communication. Expansion is a little bit slow at the moment, but it is going to turn into a situation here. This page of coins, again, clarity. The clarity that you need is coming in your 5th house of joy and luck and pleasure, okay? And then it will provide you with an opportunity to make some choices now that you have more information. 2 pages in the reading, you guys, mixed in here with this activity, with this Empress energy, with this expansion of this 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups energy, is just a congratulations for somebody here that's out there, because it just means that if you had an inkling of it in the past, if that's something that you were working towards, that's what was stressing you out, and that's what you got you all mollywopped. All flipped upside down. You all have an opportunity to have that energy righted. Patience and taking a time out is going to be super, super important. And then calling on the Divine Father, Divine Mother, whatever it is that you want to call it, is going to support. Calling on Archangel Metatron, doing some crystal grid healing to bring in more abundance and opportunity. Settling in with expanding what it is that you have going on, and then surrendering to the universe is really going to yield you the biggest fruit basket if you will take the advice from Spirit. So that is what I have for you, Capricorn. Now, do all the YouTube-y things like share, subscribe, comment. Yay, we love it. At the bottom, we actually have a description for my social, especially on Facebook, because I often do free and or reduced cost readings on my own Facebook page. Here is the giveaway. Thank you guys so much for helping me get my dream going. I have been extremely busy this entire year doing personal readings and personal healings. If you are here in Minnesota, I am located at the Magic Mushrooms in the Crystal Garden on Mondays and Wednesdays. I do all the things that you see here, plus mediumship and angelic healings. Those things can be done remote, so please take advantage if you would like to be able to book a session with me. What I am offering as a thank you is 10% discount on all the crystals that I have on my personal website shop. So if you use code 080822, that is the peak of the 88 Lionsgate here, as my appreciative gift back to you. Now, if you've also had a personal session with me, any point of the year from January 1st to July 31st of this year, then you will be able to stack some additional savings onto anything else that you find that you like in the shop. That is my way of saying thank you. Thank you guys. Many, many blessings, and we will talk to you soon. Bye for now.